Hi, I'm Carcina.
Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
No one knows Tarsino and none of these.
There's so much going on in the world, and I'm just giving my 2 cents on it. Go in and do a raid at someone's house, but you don't have an arrest warrant for them.
Now, what you seeing here is a microcosm of what's been the problem. Lil Wayne didn't get the Super Bowl nod, and Kendrick Lamar is the hottest thing in the music industry. Music, not just rap. Music. Lil Wayne is spiraling to get any attention, as he has been the coldest thing in hip hop since the last 5 6 years. But we love Wayne. No problem with Wayne. It's just what it is. But his time was not now, and Drake time has just passed. But with Skip Bayless, his best friend, who's keeping him relevant, and that's Skip's black friend. He wants to portray this Lil Wayne and the Super Bowl, and he wants to get him on the Skip Bayless podcast show, as Lil Wayne was on Fox with Skip and contingent on joining Skip Bayless on the Fox network when he was there. Then he came out to speak about the K Dot situation. And then he said, "You about to call the three, then a really proud honorary, and I think my hard work to Lil Wayne down." And Lil Wayne is first time hearing that. I'm a fan of his music because he's a fan of mine. I think he saw what everybody else saw. He saw what it meant to me, which is all the best. So I ain't let me down. Oh, you can throw that. That's the first time I ever heard that in my life. I'm like, what? Did he say anything to enlighten you about these lyrics? There's no explanation on him that was needed for that. I just know I congratulated him. These type of things that you see materialize all the time from artists, um, but mostly Lil Wayne, is when they do so much drugs, they forget what they've actually done. Like he said, what I do, I just be chilling, and somebody coming for my head, taking my kindness for weakness. Let this giant sleep. So it was like, okay, he wanted all the smoke. Now he's like, I don't want to smoke. I never said I wanted to smoke. So he don't understand what's going on. Wayne from one day to the next, and it's not Lil Wayne's fault. When you smoke so much that your short-term memory is gone, everything in short term is gone. Kendrick Lamar, his Super Bowl, he's the rising tide. And Lil Wayne had a run. You were from 2007 to like 2012 or whatever. Wayne was it. These new guys out here, they the children of Wayne. You're the grandfather. These are your grandkids that's running around out here with these predator dreads. Nobody was doing that before Wayne. Wayne was the first weird one out there. Then he leaned and syruped and all his self confused, disappointed, angry, but I'm inspired. I have to make myself undeniable. Okay, well, we're going to see if you can make yourself undeniable. Lil Wayne doesn't have any songs that transcend throughout time. He doesn't. He doesn't have songs for the kids. He doesn't have songs that he don't have a bop. What is a Lil Wayne bop song? He don't have that. Lil Wayne don't have any songs. All his songs are basically eat a pussy, grab a pussy, eat about it, eat a pussy. That's him. He don't have anything that contends with what K. Dot got. They don't even make the same type of energy of music. I mean, what is he gonna do? This is the Super Bowl. Lil Wayne was never in contention to be in the Super Bowl as a halftime show, as any part of the show. Just wasn't. There's no disrespect to him. It's just what it is. He wasn't even included. So to hear people say these things, it's just like, wow, y'all are not hearing us. You're not getting it. He was never included. Wayne is always going to be looked at as one of the greatest in the younger generation who changed the music. He took away the perception of what it was supposed to look like. What the music industry was supposed to look like, what an artist was supposed to look like, from a rap artist to a pop artist, he blurred the lines. Lil Wayne took the image and changed that image into you could look like you just fell out of bed and be considered an artist. He made that lousy lounge, punk cool. Punk artists was normally put in a corner somewhere. He took punk, made that into a hip hop style and made it cool. Could have held a red cup, and that was it. People wanted to be like Wayne. To me, to the detriment of hip hop, they did it, but it is what it is. Everybody loves Wayne until they move on from Wayne. They grow tired of it, or the music changed, and that's what happened. The music changed, and Drake is feeling betrayed because Lil Wayne is basically saying he congratulated Kendrick Lamar, but you didn't speak to Drake. You didn't speak to Wayne, Drake. So how could you be upset? Why would you have any words to say in that scenario? Hit after hit after hit after hit is what you got from K-Dot. And what you got from Wayne is the same old rendition. Wop, 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 wop it up. I'm going to do my stuff. The jealousy factor always comes into play. Hit the like button, y'all. I know we 9 minutes in. I got to say hit the like button. Got to say that. Support the page. Hit the Cash App up. Donate to the Cash App. Appreciate all that. We got to say all this because people haven't been following suit. So we want to make sure they know everything is real. We don't falsify anything over here. Let's get back to it. So while he's going on the Skip Bayless podcast to help Skip Bayless's show and get his numbers up, Skip Bayless is done. His time is up. No major network is going to pay him tens of millions of dollars to talk about sports anymore. Everything's going online. Now Skip thinks he's going to get that money from the industry, like the industry got his back. That just isn't true. And now that they come to this conclusion of this is what I'm going to do now for the rest of the duration or the scenario, it's not going to change anything. Because the general people can see the consensus of what's popular, and the popular vote has switched. Nobody is looking at society's records on who's the greatest, who's the baddest artist in the world. Lil Wayne just don't care about it. He was told to care about it when it first came out and debuted. Well, everyone has an attitude till they run into a problem. Everybody's a genius until they run into a problem. Our major detraction is the fact that there's going to be no attachment to Kendrick Lamar, the industry, none of that, right? No, of course it is. Kendrick Lamar is going to be the new leader of this next movement until the next artist pops up. When Kendrick steps away, Kendrick knows how to let his music be there, then disappear. So it's someone else's turn to shine. He don't have to hog the spotlight. He step aside, and after the tour, and everybody gets to do their shows and they make their money, he'll go and sit to the side, and then it's someone else's turn to shine and provide and be there for the new audience and get everything up and running. Now, for the masses, well, that's going to be a whole different story. They're moving in a different plight. Lil Wayne's relevance in the music industry has always been prominent, but he doesn't want a beef with Kendrick Lamar. He got a show coming up in Cali. He ain't stupid. He knows he was just speaking emotionally. That's why he called to congratulate Kendrick. He want to make sure there's no problems with Dot because he has a show coming up in California. And he knows he probably just forgot and just lost his head. But Lil Wayne got all these yes men around him. And they're only doing their jobs because, you know, their success is contingent on Lil Wayne's success. So they want to be riding for Wayne. And that Super Bowl look would have been great for Wayne. Yeah, it would have been great for Wayne, but it's not going to be great for Wayne. So well, he's not going to be in it. And that's just that. Well, people grow tired. You know, they do. They grow tired of the same old rendition. Kendrick gave you a Mr. Morale album. so you can appreciate this album. You're not going to get another Grand National album on his next album. You see, this is what Drake has not learned. When he goes and make a complete 180, like Honestly Nevermind, and go into a whole nother music genre, he does it without any filler and try to make an EDM album when they have EDM artists, and knowing that if you're not an EDM artist, they really don't like people stepping into the EDM world, you know, and they have their artists that they like. They don't like BS EDM pretenders. And the music industry showed you, as your so-called loyal fans had no desires to listen to that album. Your fans are not EDM fans. That was another crunch to your fan base because your albums wasn't performing the way they usually do. And then you wanted to come and blame the record company. Everybody's waiting on me to address 50 Cent on Andrew Schultz's show. Tell you the truth, I haven't really seen it. I've seen clips of it, of people saying what he said, but I haven't sat down and watched it. So I've been busy here with my family. So I really haven't had a chance to really sit and engage in that. Like this thing with Skip Bayless and Lil Wayne, I sat there and listened to the whole thing. So now I'm fully addressed with what the situation, is required. Now, let's get to the nitty and the gritty. Now, the nitty gritty to the situation is clear. Though to some, it might not be. Drake is the past. He's done. He let Lil Wayne down. If there's anybody, that's his protege. That was the one he ate off of. Drake made so much money for Lil Wayne and Young Money till it ain't even funny. He was in one of the worst record contracts there was, where K-Dot got out of his and said, I'm not going to continue to make all these hit records and I'm not getting any money. He sat out for 5 years to get out of his deal. Where Drake said, I can't sit 5 years. I got to go. I have to continuously do what I do. It's not going to work. Wayne has a concert coming in Cali. They realize it, and now they have to pivot. So now Drake has no allies except for 50 Cent and this rap beat. I'm not one for those who who want to call for blood. But let's be honest, Lil Wayne at the Super Bowl, come on. It's in New Orleans. I don't care if it was in his grandmama's backyard. If it's Kendrick Lamar, grandma gonna be, son, move out the way so I can listen to this K-Dot. That K-Dot sure is a good one. He's a good one. Look out. Whoop, turn my TV off. Turn my TV off. Right. So, you know, grandma's all in for it. Everybody want to see die. I would not want to see nobody else. Who would choose Lil Wayne over Dot unless you from Magnolia? This is going to be a monumental moment that they're going to look at in history. Wayne is going to go down in history. And so will K-Dot. Everybody has their time. It ain't that Wayne ain't got no fans in LA. If he didn't have fans in LA, he wouldn't be booked. But Drake is trying to rope people into his drama that he got with K-Dot. And because he lost and the fact he's trying to sue, any music he puts out now, he knows it's not going to move. He knows it's dead in the water. So what else is he going to say? He got nothing left on the table. K-Dot has owned 2024, the most streams ever. Breaking all records, including sales for his tour. Now, I'm thinking about giving out some concert tickets to my Patreon winners for the K-Dot performance and the K-Dot show in their town, but might not be no tickets left for that. So, right. So we trying to see. Everybody can join in for the giveaway we're going to be doing for the Patreons. Mm-hmm. Well, everybody want to roll with the big dogs. You know, they want to go ahead and get blessed. They want to go into that new spectrum. Everybody wants to be the have-not. Everybody wants to be the one that's, I did this, I did that. They want to be the one. So they all going to take those approaches and those steps. Lil Wayne is somebody that's entirely generated on doing what he's been doing. Champagne sloppy by going to the courts, doing all this nonsense. He's bringing everybody down. And by associating yourself with Drake, you'll be going down with him. It's called guilty by association. So because you're guilty by association, this is the terms and the narratives that you're going to be faced with. Wayne has always been a great artist, but to some, he might not translate to. There's actually young kids at the Super Bowl, so why would you have Lil Wayne there for the young kid? You're not going to want them listening to Lil Wayne. Well, it's a lot of bizarre, behavior coming from a lot of people that's supposed to be involved in this, whatever this is, You got Lil Wayne, Skip Bayless. I told you Skip just using Wayne to say, look, I love black people. I got Lil Wayne, and he hired himself. He does this a lot, abbreviate himself with them. But Lil Wayne has been his buddy for all these years, and he's keeping Lil Wayne by his side, and that's going to get a lot of attention for Skip as he's trying to get an internet deal now because he can no longer get a deal with the networks. Now, because of this situation that's going on with the NFL, they ran Skip Bayless out of town after the Damar Hamlin play. Now, let's look at Lil Wayne and Kendrick Lamar, right? Kendrick, K-Dot, has been one of the greatest things to come, as we told you. And Lil Wayne's association with him, and he don't remember all this stuff. Lil Wayne's short-term memory comes and goes. But ain't no way he don't remember what happened to him. He realized, because he has bad memory, that why am I defending or getting in the lane with Drake? And this dude didn't even want to shake my hand or meet me or say hello to me or anything when he saw me. He totally ignored me at the white party. Now, next year, if you see Kendrick Lamar at this party, you won't see Drake. It's all going downhill for them. And it's almost time for that Super Bowl. I got eliminated in the first round of my own fantasy football tournament. That was not fun. And now next week, in my other league, I got to see what's going to transpire. Will someone have a miracle week, or will we shine? Anyway, I'm out. I want to say shouts out to all of you. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, join the Patreon, Carcino for Life Patreon, as we will indulge in more when we get a chance. And we got a whole lot of stuff log jammed that we got to give y'all all at once. So Patreon's going to be on fire this week. And we out.